Hi everyone, I'm Karen Rice. Welcome to my watercolour YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, just hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my latest videos. I've had lots of requests from my subscribers and viewers of a sunflower tutorial that I had published exclusively for my patrons, and this is it here. And it was mainly, I was doing a step-by-step tutorial, but I was using lots of Brusho and lots of yummy sort of techniques. So I thought, as a little treat for my subscribers and viewers, that I would do a little homage to that sunflower and create a greeting card, a nice simple greeting card using very similar techniques. And here is the finished card. Here it is here. I'm really quite pleased with it. It's just on an ordinary sort of blank greeting card. So I really hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions about this tutorial, please put them in the comments section below and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. And I welcome any suggestions for future tutorials as well. So shall we get started? For a full list of all the materials I'll be using and the photo link, please see the description below. I've taped the edge of my little sort of piece of watercolour paper. It's 300 grams, and I've drawn in my sunflower. It's just really one sunflower and a couple of leaves. I'm actually using some wax resist, which is quite nice with the Brusho, and I'm just using it here and there on the tip of the sunflower. You could also use a white wax candle. Don't worry if you don't have this, and you know, it doesn't really matter. It's just a little bit of fun. And what I'm doing now is I'm just mixing up a couple of yellows, a warm yellow and a cool yellow. So you could use cadmium yellow and lemon yellow. I'm using my size 6 brush to mix these colours. And this is my SCHMINCKE watercolour box, which I bought not that long ago. And I'm running out of colours already, especially the yellows and the ultramarine and the pinks, as you can see. I've been having far too much fun with watercolour. I'm painting wet on dry, the sunflowers, just throwing on the paint really. It's so nice just to paint and not worry, you know, so I'm just loosening up, I'm just painting this freely. I think when you're painting something small or a little card like this, it just takes all the pressure off watercolour painting and you can just enjoy it for what it is, a lovely medium where you can be really expressive and creative. So I'm just painting this wet on dry, just, you know, the petals here and there, not trying to fill it all in either. Now I'm just dropping in this warmer colour, this sort of more of a deeper, warmer yellow, wet into wet, just, you know, randomly on the petals and sort of right in the inside edge where they meet the centre of the sunflower as well. I'm just getting a little bit more of that yellow, tiny bit creamier now, and just dropping this in more damp into wet, so you sort of that stronger colour doesn't spread too fast, or too far rather. And just enjoying it actually. I've painted a few of these. I really have enjoyed painting them. There's such a lovely sort of happy positive flower. So I've added a little bit of Quinacridone Gold or a bit of red here, but I'm just, or you can even use burnt sienna if you don't have these colours, and I'm just dropping this wet into the centre, leaving a little bit of light. And you can see now where the wax has resisted in the centre there, which is quite nice. So it's another alternative actually to masking fluid as well. So I cut out a little stencil in my kitchen towel here. It's just to protect the petals of the sunflower where I use my Brusho. It's black actually, but it's got all these yummy colours in the black, all these tiny little pigments. It's a highly pigmented water-based sort of medium. It comes in this crystallised powdered form, and look at that, what it's done. It's amazing. It's created all this effect, and it's just moving so well as well. It looks fantastic. I don't think it ever dries as good as it looks when it's wet, but I'm really pleased with that. And also that the kitchen towel, paper towel, protected my petals as well. Now the painting has dried and I'm using some of the Turquoise Brusho, and I'm actually using it differently now. I've actually shaken it out onto my palette and now I'm adding water. So instead of, you know, shaking it onto a wet surface, I'm actually making a puddle of sort of like watercolour paint, but it is like this sort of very bright inks almost. So I'm actually painting this wet on dry, and this turquoise colour is amazing. It's almost too good. It's kind of like a really sort of a coral sea colour. It's just beautiful. And I'm just painting this wet on dry, sort of just as a bit of an abstract background. So I'm not really copying, as you can see, definitely not copying that the photograph. It's just there as a reference really. So I'm just varying the intensity of colour here, so adding a little bit more water here and there. If you want to know a little bit more about Brusho, I'll put a link in the description below for a video that I had a lot more in-depth information about Brusho, but I'm really sort of enjoying using it at the moment, and I've purchased some new pots with colours that I haven't used before as well, so I'm having some fun with it. But it is a bit accidental and it is a little bit messy, but it is so much fun. So I'm just sort of varying the colours, just painting around this gorgeous little sunflower now. And as you can see, actually a little bit of my black escaped when I actually masked out with the paper towel earlier, but I quite like that. It's kind of looks more natural in a way. So I've worked my way around with the turquoise, and now I'm using the pot now to shake out a little bit more of that pigment onto the wet surface, just to create a little bit of texture. As you can see, it's moving there. And I've mixed up a bit of red, a bit of yellow, a little bit of Payne's grey here to make a really dark colour. And I'm painting this wet on dry around the inside edge to create a little bit of detail to bring the sunflower to life. I'm just painting the centre now of this dark as well. We're using a stippling technique, so it's just dabbing with the tip of my brush, and I'm doing the same on the surface of the centre here. As you can see in the photograph, you've got all these little dark marks as well. I will be painting lighter marks later on the tutorial, so not to worry. But it's really nice to be able to use darks at this stage as well, to really kind of be bold with them. And I'm just dropping in a more of a warmer colour here, so you could use red or burnt sienna, would be quite nice. And just going to put a little bit of shading now in between the petals. I don't want to put too much detail because this is just kind of a quickie. The tutorial that I did on Patreon was a lot more of an in-depth tutorial, whereas I just think this is quite nice and free, so I can use the same techniques but in a lot more of a looser, mind you, my tutorial was quite loose, but sort of a quick sort of painting. And I think that's one of the things that people love obviously receiving is little greeting cards that you've hand painted. I know a lot of my students have done that and they really enjoy this card making, which can, it can be quite industrious. And years ago, the first paintings I ever sold were little hand painted cards, because I was sort of a little bit shy about selling my work, and that was a great way of doing it. What I'm doing now is I'm just spattering water onto that background just to get things moving, because it wasn't quite dry, to create some texture. I've mixed up some green here, yellow and blue, and just painting some of the foliage behind the sunflower there, but keeping it really loose, not going into too much detail. And I'm just adding a little bit of that warm orangey colour as well, just to vary the greens. And I would like to add a little bit more dark colour. You can see what I do with my palette. I've got colours already mixed in. I like to intermix them to create some colour harmony. So I'll use a little bit of red in that green, and just to create some sort of darker tones as well, and dropping them in wet in wet. The leaves are quite abstract. I'm not trying to copy them. I just want to give that impression. I'm just dropping a little bit of yellow and sort of greens on the petals as well, just to kind of get things going in the painting. I'd also want to put a little bit of dark, it's a very creamy dark Payne's grey in the background here, just to pull out some of these petals from the background to create a little bit more depth. And I'm using my size 6 brush, and I'm just going to dilute and soften the edge as well, so I don't get a hard edge. I do love that music. I've just thrown a bit of salt on there as well, a bit of sea salt, but you can use table salt. It works so well as well. I'm just painting a little bit more creamy darks inside the center there. You can wait for your painting to dry if you like, or if you're like me, I'm just having a play, and I'm just painting a little bit of yellow on the leaves. They're turning a bit of green because that turquoise is sort of appearing everywhere, the little sort of granules. I'm reawakening them. I'm spattering some yellow now, still using that size 6 brush, spattering sort of the lemony yellow color. It's Hansa Yellow Light actually, but it's kind of getting a little bit messy, but I quite like that. It's quite expressive. So you can be a little bit tidy if you want to, but if you're like me and you just want to let go and just have a go and see what happens and be creative, I'm just painting a little bit more darks now on the sort of stalk and on some of the leaves there, just with that Payne's grey, some, you know, yellows, just, you know, just to really sort of finish off the sunflower. A little bit more stark spattering in the background as well, just to really give that background some textures, get that painting going. I'm letting the salt work as well, so I'm not going to blow dry just yet, but I just thought I've mixed up some really creamy yellow and red here, more yellow than red. And lemon yellow is great for this. It almost can be quite opaque at times, and I'm just sort of stippling those marks that you can see inside the center there of the sunflower. And it's pretty dry in the centre there. It's a little bit wet in places, but I'm taking the risk. And I put a little bit more dark as well, just to sharpen up that dark. I've decided I wanted a little bit more light on those marks. So I've actually added a little bit of white gouache, but you can use white watercolour. And I've put it in that yellowy orange colour and just stippling some of those lighter marks on there, just to give it a bit of light in the centre as well. I've decided to give my painting one last little spatter here and there with this sort of milky yellowy colour that has got the white gouache in there, and just spattering in the centre but also around the petals and in the background to finish off, and it stops me from fiddling, or else I'm going to lose my sunflower altogether. So I've removed my framing tape to reveal a lovely white border, and I've stuck it with some Pritt stick onto a blank greeting card, but you could use some white card or some watercolour paper, and I'm just signing and putting the date on and a little title as well, just to finish off. It's a nice little finish to that. And you know what I really like is that turquoise against that yellow. I'm really pleased with this little card. And I feel quite inspired actually, maybe to paint some more cards, or even some larger paintings of the sunflowers. I've obviously done the one for the Patreon membership, but I really love painting sunflowers, and I love what the salt has done to that beautiful turquoise background. I really hope you enjoyed that tutorial and that it inspires you to maybe create your own greeting card. It's so much fun to do, especially using the Brusho. But remember, if you don't have Brusho, you can spatter, or you can use watercolour pencils as well with sandpaper. And just again show you the finished version here. And actually, I did another one as well. I've been sort of busy painting sunflower cards. They are so lovely, and it sort of brings on the spring and the summer, and it's quite nice and inspiring as well. And just to say, if you want to watch that longer exclusive tutorial, it is available on my Patreon membership, and details about that can be found in the top right hand corner of this video. And if you want to see again more tutorials like this, subscribe to my YouTube channel and you will get updates of my latest videos. Thank you again for watching. Happy painting. Bye for now.